All right, guys. I know that I have told you a bunch of times about these knives that are for sale. I have got them all out here on the table. The only reason that we're not under my canopy right now is, one, I'm not doing any sharpening right now because I don't have anything to sharpen. I can't make knives right now because heat treat oven is broke and there's no heat treat foil. So right now, it's just pretty much a shit day. I woke up and realized that there was no work for me to do. But I had shot this video once and I was putting it together and I really didn't like it. So if you guys are watching it right now on my actual YouTube channel, know that these knives may not all be available. I may have to reshoot this because all of these knives that are on this table are going up for sale first on my Patreon. It's only fair. It's only fair to give thanks to the Patreons because they give to me. I love all of you guys, but the fact is, this video goes up for the Patreons first because they kind of have earned a little bit of a heads up. There's only one knife that went. There was actually 6 knives, and there are a couple people that get head of the line, basically. My buddy Matt picked out a knife when he was helping me take photos of all these knives, which unfortunately, if these don't sell on YouTube, if these all sell on YouTube, I'm not going to use the videos or the pictures. But so we'll look at them real quick. We have a ZT that is a Rexford design. We have a Lion Works WERKS full custom. This thing is sexy as frig. This is a Gavco collaboration with Ferrum Forge, but this is one of the ones that Mike Gavick did. So if you guys don't know, there was 100 knives that Chris and Elliot did, and there were 100 knives that Mike did. So these ones are different. They don't have a sharpening choil. And I'll to highlight some of the differences between Mike's Maker's Choice. This is a Maker's Choice. Mike's were each done individually. We have a Ziba limited edition in AEBL 61, or ABEL, and then it's a 61 Rockwell. So, and then the cream of the crop, to top it off, there is a Curtis full custom. It's actually an awesome knife. It's a little thin for it's a little thinner than I would want, but it's an awesome knife. Compound grind. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I am going to get everything set up so that we can look at each one individually. This is going to be a long-ish video. So if there's one of these you can skip to whichever one you're wanting to look at. And I'm going to turn the camera around so we can get a good look at them, a better view. It's hot out. It's really hot out there and the lighting is screwy. So we're doing it in here. So we'll get that camera and I will give you guys a heads up and let you know what he's looking for in each knife. Okay? All right, guys. All right, guys. We are going to try and look at these individually. I don't want to be a real long video on this. Wow, that thing snaps. Did you guys hear that? I've never gotten to play with one of these 0801s. It's got a really good action. So this is the ZT Rexford Design 0801. It is in, this is one I'd seen on other people's channels before. ZT, zero tolerance. Let's look at the steel. What was the steel? I can't remember what the steel is. It's Elmax. It is Elmax. Rexford Design, Elmax. Serial number is 2826. And it's got a nice, subtle ano on it. So this knife, let's try a little distance here. This knife is used, it's been carried, but he is only looking, the owner is looking for $200. So $200 as is. I will offer sharpening on all of these before they come. So there's your Rexford. So like I said, he's looking just for $200 on the Rexford, just right at $200. Next is, here we go, this one. This is the Mike Gavick version of the spinner. So the spinner that Chris and Elliot did, it's same handle scale configuration, but the blade grind was a little different. Mike doesn't like choils. So it gives it just a little different. If you hang on just a second, just one moment, I will go get mine and we can look at the difference between the blade configuration. That's the only difference, really. Mike has his own flair and style he puts on it. I really like these. I really like those cutouts in there. Those look really awesome. But hang on a second, I'll go get it so we can see the difference in the blade configuration. All right, guys, so you can see the difference. Here we go. I went and got mine. So that's the way Mike did the blades on his. He didn't want to put choils on them. This is the way Christian Elliott did theirs. You can see the very distinct difference. There's a finger choil right there. This does not have that. I think it, as much as I love this knife, I think that that gives it kind of a different line, a completely different line than this one. So this one has been carried a couple times but never used. It's never cut anything from what I understand. He's looking right at $600 for this knife, which is just about the right price. They were going for about $7 on Mike's drive when he was doing it. So there's that one. Now, all right, this is a sexy knife. So this is a Lionworks Hellcat Custom in Damascus steel. So you're looking at both of those other ones are titanium. This is copper and micarta with a copper backspacer, and it has the information, date of birth and everything engraved in there. Lionworks 7/27/2016. But that blade is sexy. Like I said, these have not been sharpened yet, so that would be an addition. I am trying to possibly do that as an addition. It depends. This one would need sharpened, but he is looking right at $1,100 for this one. This one is going for $1,100. Damascus pocket clip, Damascus blade, copper, micarta, frame lock. And it is, guys, it's smooth. Oh, I got my finger in the way. It is a smooth action. Watch this. No rattle. That's one of the things, like, a lot of times you get a knife and there's some rattle in there. There's none. So there's the Lionworks. Damascus steel is pretty attractive. And then we have, so that's $1,100 for that Lionworks Hellcat. And you know what? At $1,100, I'll sharpen that one for free. The rest of them you would have to pay sharpening. Now, I don't do front flippers well. This is a Ziba front flipper, limited edition in ABL at 61 Rockwell. So it's a limited edition. Let me see if I can do a front flip on it. Let's see. Yeah, I get my finger in the way. My hands are too big for front flippers. It is smooth though. I do have to admit, it's smooth. Frame lock, G10 scales. Hardware's already been anodized. This is more of a traditional, this does not have a pocket clip. This is kind of a traditional pocket knife with no pocket clip. All right, guys, and then there's this. Now this one, I gotta tell you, this is a Curtis Knives Custom. There's only 6 of these. It's got some unique lines to it, boy. So this is a Curtis Custom, full backspacer, that milled pocket clip with that compound grind. Now this one, like I said, is one of 6, and we're looking at $1,300. It'd be the number that we're looking at on this one, $1,300. Guys, so I mean, even if you guys aren't interested, you can always, man, it's smooth. That's a heavy blade too for it. Nice milled pattern on the scales, speed holes. it's milled out comfortably. My hand's just a little bit big for this one. That's the only problem I have with this one. And then the same gentleman was kind enough to send me, this is not for sale, but this is going to be another auction knife, charity auction knife. It is a Falcon, Mass Drop Falcon. Oops. And so this one is going to get a special finish. I'm sure of it. I think I know what I'm going to do. This one has already been sharpened. And then I'm going to do the blade and handle, pocket clip. I'm going to do them all a little bit different. So this is going to be another knife that goes up for auction for Bob Wanamaker at Helltown Knives. All right, guys, hang on just a second. Let me get this turned around. There are all the knives. Now, I know you guys know, this is the first time I've ever done this. I thought it would be kind of cool. The guy asked me if I could do it. I thought I would get it out there. You guys on Patreon get to see them first. Everybody else will get to see it later. If you're interested in any of them, contact me. You got any questions, that's not a problem. You guys know where my contact info is. You know how to reach me. I'm not that hard to get a hold of. So, guys, appreciate it. This, for you guys that are the Patreons, this is just my way of kind of doing something. This goes out to you guys for at least a couple days before anybody else. So I will get it back up on my actual YouTube channel as soon as, you know, I think I'm going to leave it here today and tomorrow. A couple days, like 2 days early. You guys get to see it. So, like I said, interested in any of them. The one I really like, I have the thing for some over-the-top weird designs. And this, I like compound grinds. I think they're attractive. I know that they don't serve much of a purpose. And then there's this. I hate working with it. Like, I would never make another knife out of Damascus after the debacle that happened with the first one. But that's nice looking. So, all right, guys. That's it. That's all the knives that are for sale. So, if you've got any questions, feel free to get in touch with me. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.